Good morning, good Monday morning. It's a cloudy day, but a beautiful day. Let me fix the camera just a tad. Goodness. Please say hi as you come in. I'd like to, while I have the opportunity, to say good morning to each and every one.
Good morning.
Good morning, Deanna Davis. How are you?
Just waking up.
I think she's trying to get a picture of a cardinal right now. Hi, Sally. Hey, Linda. Good morning, Donna. Hey, Charlotte. I've got Deanna with me here this morning. Jessie will be up and at 'em, but she has a doctor appointment, so she won't be joining us this morning. Hey, Peggy. Hi, Linda Rose. What a pretty name to have, Rose. Linda Rose. Wow. There were 2 males as well. Hi, Dan. And Jane, good morning, everyone. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Said 3 times for completeness. Hi, Sherry and Denise. I'm assuming it's Sherry and not Kevin that's joining us this morning. I shouldn't make these assumptions, though, should I? Happy Thankful Week, Sandy. What a beautiful way to put it. Good morning, Nadine. Good morning, Marie. And Michelle Joseph, good morning. I hope y'all had an awesome weekend and are ready for an amazing week. Good morning, Miss Kay. How are you? Thank you, Lori. That's very kind of you to say. Good morning, Miss Vicky. Vicky. Y'all, it was really weird. I was so tired last night. So I went to bed by 9:30. And I suddenly woke up. And I was like, oh my God, I overslept. The alarm didn't go off. I got up and walked down the hall, checked my phone. It was 12:30 a.m.
That's kind of funny.
Yeah, it was crazy. And then I thought, well, let me get busy doing a few things. So I finished up the entry hall. I started the kitchen and breakfast areas, etc. And then by 5:30, I said, it's probably a good idea for me to try to sleep. So I did go back to bed. Dana has 2 loads of laundry, went grocery shopping, and you're decorating. Wow. Gonna have a quit week with Bill? Or a quit?
Or a quiet week.
Quiet.
Maybe.
Oh, that's what she meant. That makes more sense. Good morning, Michelle. My little cupcake. Good morning. Hey, Charlene. Dana, you're putting us all to shame. Or at least me, anyway. I have plenty of laundry and things to do. Trust me. The rooster's being pretty quiet this morning. Don't know why. But I keep hearing the cardinals, so that's cool. Hi, Ruben. How are you? All right, y'all. So, welcome to Coffee with Drea with Ranch House Risa Moore. And Deanna will be in the background. Deanna Davis, she is with Ranch House as well. Part of the Ranch House crew. So I thought it was appropriate this week that since it's the week of Thanksgiving here in America, that we talk about Thanksgiving and what it means to us and how in the world are we going to handle this year's Thanksgiving. Oh my goodness, Donna. She was still awake at 6 a.m. Oh. Thanks, Vicki. I appreciate that. First of all, though, if you're new, Coffee with Dre is not about Dre. I am just the one drinking the coffee. This is about all of us and us having an interchange of encouragement. Tried to make 2 words into one. Good morning, Aurelia. Nice to see you here too. And Brenda. Wow, Missy. You've been busy too. So, very quickly, it isn't always about, the turkey. Although I have been waiting for weeks, and making sure not to cook or eat any turkey so that when Thanksgiving came, it would be as exciting. The food part would be exciting. Good morning, Janet. How are you? Good morning, Becky. So here in America, Thanksgiving itself, being the 4th Thursday of a month, was enacted way back by, I believe it was President Lincoln. If I'm wrong, somebody correct me. I think Lincoln is the one, after he got a lot of letters from a lady, Sally or Sarah. Anyway, it was to commemorate the Thanksgiving meal the Pilgrims had with the Indians way back in 1621. Now, it has also a meaning of back in the day when everybody grew and harvested their food, to be thankful for the year's harvest, the blessings of the food. So Vicky's family wanted ham. I like ham too. Anyway, however, for us this year in particular, it really is about being thankful, about giving thanks. It's been a tough year all over the world. It's been and COVID has certainly changed the way that we're going to be allowed or able to celebrate Thanksgiving this year, in many places. But it's still about giving thanks. It's still about being grateful. Aw, Catherine, how nice having a walk. I love walks in the morning this time of year, not so much during the summer months. But I got to thinking about it. One of the things we need to learn to do is make our blessings count. It's awesome to have blessings, whatever those are. Catherine, I'm so excited for you, the advance of your house. I saw that you hung 2 Christmas wreaths on the doors. That was so cute. You're something. Anyway, we see the words grateful, thankful, blessed, etc. everywhere, especially those in the creative communities. Those seem to be what people make their wreaths out of. It's signs that are made. It's hung everywhere. We post it regularly. But do we really stop to focus on what those things mean? To be thankful, to be grateful, to feel blessed. And if you are blessed, do you make it count? Do we make it count? And it does, by blessings, it's not always about, I'm blessed with money or things. It's about, are we blessed with things to be grateful for? By that I mean health. That's in particular something we need to be grateful for this year. There are so many who are facing health issues in particular. There are so many who have lost loved ones this year due to this ugly virus. Other reasons also. However, are we grateful, thankful for the time we had with the loved ones that we may have lost? Are we grateful and thankful for every moment? I have said this so many times. You have to make every moment count. Every moment matters. The good, the bad, the ugly, the amazing. Every moment needs to count. Because, y'all, sometimes those moments become the memories that help us through losses or through tough times. So make sure that every moment that you are gifted with, that you make it count. You can make it count by a simple smile to a stranger. You can make it count by saying thank you when someone does something kind for you. You can make it count by offering a meal to someone who doesn't have one. You can make it count just by being you. What? Me? Yes. Just be yourself. And by that, authentic self. Don't be fake. If you're fake, people will figure that out eventually, and they will never trust what you say. Okay? So just be you. Be genuine. And in that being genuine is where you touch hearts. Even souls can be touched by a kind word or a kind deed. And let's face it, not all of us have tons of money that we can just shuffle around here and there to donate to all these charities and things that are so active during this time of year, which they really should be active all year. Just saying. But if we don't have the money, we can offer the time. If we don't have the time, we can offer the support in many ways. Y'all, these days, I truly believe right now, most people just want to be seen and heard. They just want to know that they're cared about. We can do that. It doesn't cost money. It really, it doesn't cost money. And so in this process of counting our blessings, we should live being grateful. Not just be grateful, but live it. Live your blessings. Live your thankfulness. Don't just say the words. The words mean nothing if they don't come with truth behind them. Also, I think right now we need to give a lot of people straight up grace. It's tough. They're having a tough time. They've had a tough year. Everybody's worried about what's coming up. We're told that COVID's going to get worse again before it gets better. We're all nervous. We're all worried. So we need to give each other a little bit of grace. Oh, wow, Tamanika. I'm so sorry. Tamanika wasn't told her job was ending. She was told this on Friday. I don't know why companies pick a week, couldn't they have waited till after Thanksgiving? But, sometimes there's a lesson in that, right? So we need to be careful how we use our blessings, and don't take them for granted. If your gift is encouragement, then encourage. If your gift is creating beautiful things, create. If your gift is preparing a meal, prepare the meal. If your gift is just a simple smile, smile. Don't stop. Use whatever gift you have. That's why you were given that gift. Because God saw something in you, and He knew you could take the gifts He's given you and use them to better not only your family, but to better your community and others. Strangers can be made better by your gift, whatever that gift is. I don't know what your gift is, but if you think about it, pray about it, you'll know what your gift is. I've told the story about me. I'll say it for you newbies. I was in church one Sunday was it last July or the year before? I think it was the year before. So a year ago, July. And we had visiting pastors that month because ours was having a major surgery. So didn't know the guy, he didn't know me. And he was, preaching. He was doing a great job. He was very inspirational, etc. And he started talking about gifts, that God gives us all gifts. Some of us get a couple, some of us get, more than a couple. And I am not kidding you. He looked at me straight in the eye. I could feel like God just slapped me in the back of the head as he said, if your gift is encouragement, some of us are given the gift of encouragement. Use it. Y'all, this was a weekend when I felt unworthy to host Coffee with Drea, where I felt like, who do you think you are? I was worried that people thought that I thought too much of myself, right? And I don't. I think well of myself. Don't get me wrong. I'm not cutting myself down. But when he said that, and I felt that, Deanna calls it an anointing. I don't know what I call it, but I knew in that moment, I didn't want to make it to the pearly gates and him say, hey, I gave you the gift of encouragement. Why didn't you use it? I had to give it to somebody else because you weren't using it. Yeah, so that is my little story. So if you look for it, if you pray for it, if you think about it, if you look direct, and this is where Mirror Talk Mornings comes in great, is where you can discover so much about yourself, about when you start trying to talk positively to yourself and finding positivity about yourself. You'll learn a lot. And you also learn to appreciate that it's not about feeling more important than somebody else or more gifted. It's about feeling and understanding and then using whatever gift you're given. This week, let's all use our ability to make somebody else feel better, to make somebody else's day a little richer for having seen us or heard us, etc. And probably one of the things we certainly can do this Thanksgiving, even if we're only able to have Thanksgiving meal with our household, even if that means by ourselves, even if we are sequestered, quarantine, but it feels like sequestered, right? Even if we're in a nursing home or in a hospital bed, even in those circumstances, let's reflect on the blessings we have. There are many. We just have to reflect on them. And we'll see that, yes, we're going through a rough time, or yes, Tamanika just lost her job. But that girl is a blessing anyway, I can assure you of that. The powerful words that come from her encourage me so much, you wouldn't believe. Sometimes I want to take her words and put them on a t-shirt. And remember too that we are responsible. That's an action word as well, y'all. We are responsible to one another, to our family, to our friends, to our community, to be careful. That's right, careful, respectful, and responsible. Many of you know that my daughter Jessica has several chronic illnesses. This makes her extremely immunocompromised, not just by the illnesses, but by the medications she's required to take. My daughter reads comments, or she does a lot of research. She's an advocate in several communities having to do with type 1 diabetes and with type 1 diabetics, with heart conditions, that kind of thing. That is how she gives. And she sees comments by people, and she comes to me crying. She cries to Deanna that people don't care about the immunocompromised, about the elderly, about the chronically ill. And that's why they refuse to wear their masks, or don't sanitize, or whatever it is, or be careful. Y'all, That breaks my heart. Because, as she says, it makes it appear to a lot of disabled people, whatever their disabilities are, that they are less important. What? How are you less important? We're all human beings. All models, all shapes, all sizes.
Ranch House says, miss you guys, love Deborah.
Oh, love you, Deborah.
You're definitely missed, my dear.
Yes, you are. And I'm going to call you in a little while. That's my daughter-in-law, Deborah, who has spent the last 4 weeks or more away from her home, living her blessings, using her gifts, her gift of caretaking and true love, and has been taking care of her grandmother, her nieces, disabled niece, all of these people. Her and my son gave up their family and their income without complaint, no pats on the back, none expected. They don't expect it. But freely gave of themselves and their little family to help take care of someone in need, a family in need. Deborah has not slept in her own bed in over a month. Yes. So, thank you for being my hero, Deborah. Thank you for being such a rock star and such a fine example of what it means to make your blessings count and to use your gifts and your blessings to make someone else's life better, even if it costs time, energy. So many sacrifices that little family's made. Okay, I'll stop talking about her. So sometimes, don't you think it's how we use our blessings that shows that we appreciate our blessings? I've often said, if you're blessed and you don't bless others, shame on you. Shame on you. That's right. So make your blessings count, not just for you, but for others. Good morning, beautiful Kay. Just talk about a kind, loving, giving person. There's Kay Spear. She not only cooked, prepared, packaged, and delivered meals after the hurricane to those who had no meals. There you go. Time it took, energy it took. Her gift is the ability to cook so well and so orderly. She used those gifts to help others. And I know for a fact that her payback happened when she saw a smile on their face, when they said, thank you so much. That's your payback. That's your immediate payback. But you'll get more later. You will. Especially if you don't expect it. So be responsible, and y'all, if you're going out in public, in the state of Texas, we're mandated to wear a mask. Yeah, there's a lot of people that walk around without them. And every time I see them, I think, I hope that you and your family stay healthy and well, because we wear the mask for ourselves, but ultimately we also wear it for other people. That shows our respect for them. And technically, it shows our respect for our own gift of life, right? It's bad out there. Y'all, let's be responsible. And gosh, I would hate for the elderly or the disabled or the chronically ill to feel like they don't count as much as those of us that are healthy, right?
No, but kudos to them for the workers that have to wear them, because it is not fun.
No, I always thank them for having it.
I don't know how they
for
do
wearing
it.
their mask all day long. My hat's off to them. I always tell them that. And you'll see a lot of people whose faces are broken out here, in the mask zone. Y'all, they're suffering that to be there for us in public, being our cashiers, our secretaries, our nurses, all of the healthcare people, the first responders. You know what? The janitors, y'all. The people that are keeping us going.
Yeah, and the ones that do the food to let us go through drive-thrus because we want something different.
Yes. We're wearing our masks for them too. It's the least we can do. Look what they do for us. 8 to 12 hours a day with a mask on your face, y'all. I just can't. Yay, Kay, I'm so excited. I ordered me a coffee with Drea mug, a tall tumbler that'll keep it hot during the whole hour. and I ordered it from Kay Spear. Love her. Y'all have got Kay. Put your, what do you call it?
Link.
Your link down here, or the name, because yours is long. I'll never get it right. I want y'all, they're great gifts. I have given so many tumblers and special ones with some wording or something on them. People love them. Christmas would be a great time. You could order all of them at one time, wait for it to be delivered. Comes in a pretty box, wrap the box and go on. Right, Bobby, and that's what I've noticed. So people that are wearing them, you know, it's not fun, and they cannot. I've asked so many times, won't they let you have like a 2-minute break just to go over there and breathe some air and take your mask down so you can clean your face? Nope. Nope.
Oh, Katie.
Aw, Katie, thank you. Katie, I belong to Katie's group. That is Crazy Maisie Creations. She's a great group leader. She doesn't get involved in all the BS. It's never about negativity. It's always positivity. So if you're looking for a group where you don't get a lot of complaining and whining and all that stuff, Crazy Maisie, she's got you. Thank you, Kay. Thank you. Y'all check her out. She does all sizes and types. She does custom, and she has a couple of ones that she does regular. Y'all check her out.
Definitely will, Joan.
Keep my son Jeff in your prayers. He's very ill in the hospital. Negative. Well,
See.
thank God he's negative for COVID. Now let's hope they can take care of what is wrong. I'm so sorry, Joan. I was praying really hard about that yesterday when you had talked about it. I know there are a number of people who have recently in our community and in my circle, not in our family, that have tested positive for COVID. I am so sorry, you guys. So sorry that you're forced to deal with this stuff. Please know you're all in our prayers. I don't always remember everybody by name that I'm praying for, but God does know. He knows your needs. You don't even have to tell us. If all you want to say is y'all keep me in your prayers, we're good with that.
Oh my goodness.
I know, Charlotte. She's my girl too. She's going to be a designer at TDR 2021. I'm so lucky with the lineup. I'm so lucky. I love every single person that's going to be on the stage. My daughter is a nurse. She works with special ed. She wears her mask while the kids think it's a toy. They smash it in her face. Now school's closed. She is 101.
I can imagine.
Maria, you thank your daughter for her service. That is a service. What'd you find?
A deer. I don't
A doe.
It's a buck.
A
Or is it
deer.
a doe?
I'll tell you. Sorry, let me check the deer.
We just had one come up, y'all.
It looks like a little doe. I think it's the 2 little does. Anyway, sorry.
Oh, there's the other one. Sorry, our
Catherine,
blessings.
it is November 4 through 6. And tickets will release this week. It's Thanksgiving week. TDR 2020 was pretty awesome.
Yeah,
it really was. There were so many blessings. I'll tell you something we did. As you know, Tammy Hodges, a friend, and I'm also in her butt kicking coaching group. Y'all, if you need to have your butt kicked every now and then, she's the one to do it.
I don't know if I can get him.
You can't, they're too far away, Kay, to see. But one day we're going to try to drive around the ranch with you guys. The service is spotty, but we're going to try, not during Coffee with Dre, just a regular live. That way if it's icky, we don't have to go on. But, oh gosh, I forgot my point. I will in a minute.
Sorry.
Oh, so Tammy, you know Tammy and her husband Mike are both veterans. Mike is a wounded warrior. And so Tammy asked to do a patriotic Christmas wreath at TDR, which she was doing. And then we found out, thanks to Damon, that they were going to sponsor a bunch of children for Christmas this year that are children of warriors, wounded warriors. But also, y'all, get ready for this. I don't want to cry. Man. They're going to donate 1/3. That means $33 of every $100 they earn in 2021 to build a little house in a community of little homes for some of our homeless veterans and some that will be homeless soon. So it touched us all so much. There wasn't a dry eye in the house. So I thought, well, let's pay our respects. Let's thank them for their service, right? So I knew that Monkey was an Air Force vet and different people in the audience I knew. So I asked all of the veterans to stand. It was about 1/3 of the audience. Not kidding. 1/3. First of all, we were all, it was so emotional, and we thanked them. You should have seen the looks on their faces. They were so thankful that we remembered to thank them. For some of them, the ultimate sacrifice, but all of them, their families. We thanked them so much as a group. It was so awesome. It was, wasn't it, Bobby? It was, I don't know, it was amazing. I had no idea that we had that many, and y'all, the majority of the audience was women. Not all, but the majority was women. I had no idea we had so many that served our country. And those of you on here, let me just say real quick, thank you for your service. Yeah, you truly are appreciated. We that have not made that sacrifice for whatever reason, we're unable, we thank you for standing up for us so that we can continue to enjoy the freedoms. Oh God, here it goes. The freedoms that we enjoy. We should be thankful for them this Thanksgiving as well. Should we not? Those on active duty, they're spending Thanksgiving with their brothers in the military, but they're not able to spend Thanksgiving with their families, period. Not just because of COVID, because of their service. Let's remember that when we're complaining that we can't meet with our families because of COVID. How would you like to not be able to be with your family for a year? Yeah, me neither. So let's remember that. Trina, wouldn't that be awesome? We should have those in every major city for sure in this country. And it was so sincere. I mean, y'all, we really were all like big blubbering babies. Tammy was. Even Mike was. Magic Mike. My Magic Mike, anyway. Because he takes care of our, what do you call it?
Some ranch house.
I wonder if I could show it to him.
You might.
Can you put it in front of the camera? Oh, wait. Never mind. All right, there's the deer we were looking at. Can y'all see him?
I posted it on Ranch House, guys, if you want to see it.
So there you go, Kay.
Bye.
Bye, babe. See you later. Have a good appointment. How's Jesse? Oh, see, look, Sharon. Oh, thank you for your service. Thank you so much. We appreciate you. For real, we do. These are not empty words. We totally and completely appreciate you. I have military in my family. I know the sacrifices they made for us. And there isn't a day that goes by where I don't include them. Our military, past and present.
Amen to that.
Not a day. You're welcome, Kay. So this Thanksgiving week, look, y'all, some of it's about the turkey. Some of it's about the food, right? I am going to cook as if all the kids could be here, which they cannot. There's really only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And one of them's only dropping in for a minute to get a plate.
Please let my dog out.
Yes, ma'am. Anyway, I'm going to cook as if they're all here. And then we're going to make some plates for some people in the local community. We have a very small community out here in the crunchy, as Jesse used to call it, out in the country. But there are some that are alone and some that might, even though they can't join us, that can perhaps enjoy a meal prepared, a whole Thanksgiving meal. So that's what we're going to do.
And I'll even share some of my mashed potatoes.
Will you? Will we have to make extra? I got a surprise for her. I'm going to make her some homemade rolls.
Oh!
She is the roll queen and the mashed potato queen. So, just saying.
Love my mashed potatoes.
Oh, you guys, this makes my heart so happy.
Of course, I would give up my mashed potatoes too, to give it to somebody else.
Good morning, Miss Georgie Lee. How are you today? You give your mashed potatoes up for someone else? I think we'll make some extra, just for saying that. No, it's not awesome. I mean, what do you do? I always, every Thanksgiving, overdo it anyway. And while I love leftovers, I certainly don't want to eat them for a week.
No, that's true.
But it's one of the little tiny things, again, where make your blessings count. I am blessed to be able to cook a large meal. I am blessed that we are happy and healthy here in our household. So if I don't bless, shame on me, right? If you are blessed and you don't bless, shame. I don't want to be shameful.
Bobby, I'm just playing, but I'll have to test it before we send it. Just kidding.
They will release this week, Jan. We decided to give Jesse a little grace in getting that all together, since, you know, we're down Deborah and they usually do all that stuff together. But they will release this week as part of Thanksgiving. There you go, Sheila. I wish I could send you a plate.
I know.
Hey, Kim, how are you? All is well. All is well. You know, I often say I could complain, but why? Why?
Oh, Tamanika, I bet you that was awesome. She had a 90-year-old resident make her homemade rolls for her once. She wished she would have asked for the recipe.
Man, I wish you would have too, because guess what? Right? I would have asked you.
I know.
Well, I'm gonna make these, and if they come out great, I'll send you the recipe, my friend. Yes, Jesse's health is far more important.
Yep.
And she counts. She matters, not just to her family. She matters. She has a purpose in this world. She matters. Every one of you matter. Are you disabled? Are you chronically ill? You still matter. You're still important. Don't let all those comments, and I've been paying attention, and Jesse ain't kidding. Y'all go read the CDC's new little thing they put out. It's kind of creepy.
Oh, cool, Kay.
About shared, I forgot what it's called.
Shared what?
The CDC's new thing.
I don't know.
I forgot what it's called. Y'all go. Don't do it before Thanksgiving. Do it after.
Marie, TDR is going to be in San Marcos.
In San Marcos. I don't want the monkey.
Hey, Kim Keller.
I'll send you some rolls. They'll get to you quick enough. Thank you, Amy. She is a very sweet and genuine person. And she's one of those people that will do for others. And even though she doesn't have tons of money, if you have a medical question to do with something she's familiar with, she will research it to death for you. Just saying.
She does like to research.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, you want to know anything about space? Ask her too.
Wait a minute. What did Kay offer? Is she giving up a recipe? What?
Yeah, she said she'd send a recipe.
Oh my God, Kay, I love you. Kay, this is November. Next month is December. Are we starting your group? Your monthly yummy box? Yes, Kim, Jesse's okay. She's fine. She's on the way to the doctor to go over medications and things. That's all. The norm, just the norm.
Carrie, Drea read me your message yesterday. That's pretty funny, actually.
Which message?
When we was talking about the decorating.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. I ain't saying that out loud.
No, but it was pretty comical.
Kay sends it. Can we post it for all, please? Kay, is that okay if you send it to me for me to post it on the page? Just email it to, oh gosh, I forget, but just send it to ranchhousereese@gmail, Tom, and I will forward it to the girl. Well, actually, I'll just show Jesse. It's going to be at the convention center, San Marcos Convention Center, adjacent. Well, it's connected to the Embassy Suites Hotel. I'm fairly certain there are some campgrounds.
Janet, yes, they
by
have.
the river.
When I came out, they kind of flew to a different tree. Dre saw them. I'm going to see if I can find one.
I took a picture. I have proof.
Did you take a picture?
My pictures aren't as good as hers.
But I'm going to be looking. Hopefully they'll come back.
Oh, Trina Hall does quality washable fabric masks.
Aw. Bill, you're awesome.
Thank you, Bill. We're thankful for you guys, too.
Yes.
ranchhousereefs@gmail.com. Okay. That's true, Evelyn. So many people are having to give that up this year. Well, good for you, Kim. I know you'll knock it out of the park. Carolina. Did you read what she said? But it's funny because you said to keep my kids safe from me.
I know it'll be hard, but you know what?
Yeah.
It's probably the best thing this year because then you can have next year.
And I'm certain that Carolina throws a heck of a
I would
Thanksgiving.
imagine.
I'm so sorry, Carolina. It wasn't that I'm laughing that... It's just when I read the sentence. Never mind. My kids would be... Oh, my kids would probably enjoy being safe from me, too. That's funny. Charlene, I was drinking coffee with you and forgot I was getting blood work done and was supposed to be fasting tomorrow. That's funny, Charlene. That's hilarious. You understood why I took it funny, right, Carolina? Ooh. So many people are having to do that, but you know, we were talking earlier, and Carolina is a shining example of that in many ways, actually, about being responsible and being careful, respectful for others, our families too. And you know, the thing about everybody's like, why would they not want us as a family together? Blah blah blah. Yo. Because when we hang out with our family, we tend to let our guards down, right? We tend to, because it's routine, because we've done it for years with our family present. So we don't maybe sanitize as often as we should, or maybe we're not socially distancing from some of the immunocompromised, you know? So we just let our guard down. And that's what makes it safer this year. And personally, I'll just have another Thanksgiving meal when COVID's done. Y'all, let's go have some Thanksgiving. And then we'll really be having some things to give thanks for, because we will have passed the worst of the COVID by then, right? So plan a Thanksgiving meal in the spring. Why not? Turkey's good all year, y'all.
Evelyn says we were all blessed to have you in our life, Dre. You are such an inspiration to us all.
Aw.
Donna, you are right. People judge without knowing the true story. She says, I know how it is being disabled. When I park in a handicapped spot with my sign, people look at me like, you look healthy. Why are you parking there? If they only knew all the pain I endure in my body every day, maybe they would. People just like to judge without knowing issues. That is true.
Absolutely.
Tell them come walk in your shoes for a day.
They couldn't handle it. That's the problem. God knows they can't handle it. So, you know.
Okay, Spirit says, Drea and company, you're awesome and I love your chats. Have a blessed day. Mom is needing a few things, so I need to check on her. Love
Bless
you all. And
you.
I'll share my recipe, y'all.
Thank you, Kay. I appreciate that very, very much. And with your permission, I will post it on the page so anybody that wants it will be able to have it.
Joan, you are correct. That's the best thing said today.
Happy Thanksgiving, Kay.
Should be Thanksgiving every day.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes. Why are we saving it for one day a year? You know, depends on your family. You might not be thankful to hang out with them, but you're thankful they're here, right? Yeah. And that's a big deal to us, that we give thanks daily. I'm just thankful to be here every morning. When I wake up, I'm so glad to be blessed with that. However much time I got, I'm thankful for that. And that is why we must make the moments count. And y'all, don't forget the younger generation is watching us. They see how we're talking. They see how we're behaving. They see the negativity and the ugliness and all that. They see that. Stop. We've got to stop. If we can't do it for us, we got to do it for the younger generation. It hurts me that my 10-year-old granddaughter sees. It worries me about the direction, well, at least here in America, that we're going. These are, if every one of us can make a difference towards the positive, spend a little less time complaining, a little more time being grateful, showing and living that gratitude and that thankfulness and our blessings, share them, make them count. If every one of us did that, just a little bit, you don't have to do it every day if you don't have the energy. But if we did that as a rule, first of all, it becomes something comfortable and you can't help it because it's part of you after a while. Then our kids and grandkids can see that. They will see they matter. The world matters. People matter. Love can be real. The hate's got to stop. It's got to.
Y'all are awesome.
That's right, Bobby. I sing that song quite often. Accentuate the positive, eliminate the negative. Absolutely.
There's always something positive to find. You just got to be willing to look for it.
You know,
some days are harder than others.
So I said that to my sister, one of my sisters. And she said, really, what was positive when Justin and Dee passed on? Well, here's the positive. I had them. I have 16 and 18 years of memories of moments that we made count. I had them in my life. I am a different person for having been their mother. I am a better person. Y'all, you can find positivity wherever you want to. The key is you have to want it. And you have to sometimes, you got to dig a little and look for it. Yes. Time, when we're going through a rough time, that's the last thing we want is somebody to go, well, let's look at the positive.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, what's the silver lining here? Yeah, we don't want to hear that. In the midst of our angst or our loss or whatever circumstance we're going through. But afterward, we might need that reminder.
Well, the positive would be my hand still works as it comes upside your head. That'd be positive. It works.
Don't hit
Just
me.
Kidding. I'm not going to hit you.
No, she still wants mashed potatoes and rolls.
I can make mashed potatoes.
Oh, Marla, that is so sweet. Thank you. Right? See? Jean, isn't that the truth? There's something positive in everything we go through. There's also bad things. But you know what? If we come, and we do, when we come through the other side of a bad thing, it's up to us what example we will be for those around us. We're going to be a good example of having come through it with grace, dignity, honor, or are we going to be the other person that shows people the negative side of coming through difficult circumstance.
Oh, monkey.
Yes, he does, Bobby. I had my son for 31 years. I was so blessed to have been his mother. Absolutely. And Annette, I'll bet you would say, and probably have said the same thing I say, there is no way, even knowing how tragic my children's lives would end and that they would be gone, physically gone, I would do it all over again in a heartbeat. I wouldn't take a moment back, because then I lose them. They were amazing. Hey, Tisha, good morning. Never late.
Nope, not at all.
Hi, Susan Galley. How are you? Should have had a V8. Oh, my God. Did you watch Name It?
Yes, I did. And when monkey on here went thump, and that's what it made me think of.
Yeah.
I wonder if she watched him and got that.
I don't know, but it
That
was
was
funny. Pow!
But it's so true.
It is
so
true. It is. And, honestly,
Wait, where'd that go?
I believe in the better side of humanity. I believe that everyone has the better side. I also know that a lot of people life has hit them so hard throughout their lives. And maybe they got lost in that jungle of fear and uncertainty and feeling less than. They got lost in it. So those of us that have made it through these moments, if we can be an example to them, maybe they can see the light. I told my therapist when she said, you're going to see the light at the end of the tunnel. One day it will be there. You will see it. I'm like, yeah, whatever. It's going to take me a lot of years. Mm-hmm. I ain't getting past all this mess that easy. Not that it was easy. But I do know, a few months later, I went into her office and I was, being me. And she was asking me if I was doing my mirror talks, which I did, and journaling, which I did. And I told her, I said, through this process, I've discovered something. You're right. I do see a light at the end of the tunnel. And that light is me. Because when you go to therapy and you do the work and you're honest with them, not dishonest, don't try to make yourself look better than, like you're not really going through anything. They know you're there for a reason. And you're honest with them and they give you work to do. If you do the work, you do get to learn about you. You do become a better you. So that light at the end of the tunnel that seems so far away, go for it, work for it, because that light is you. You're not meant to be in this world for only the bad. You're meant to be here for the good and to enjoy the moments you have. Some of us were gifted with millions of dollars. Obviously, they had to work for it, so they get a different kind of blessings than those of us that don't, But we still get blessings. We do. My grandparents, they lived in less than par circumstance. They raised their families there. Everybody's okay. They understood. They lived through the Depression and 2 world wars. And still they found blessing. So, y'all, it's not about what we have, not about money. It's about us and how we react and who we become throughout any terrible circumstance. Be you, make your blessings count. See, Teresa, isn't that amazing? Yeah, step aside from them because, Bobby, that's your negative Nellies. Okay, it's warmed up now. I can take this little jacket thing off. Yes, absolutely. Step away from the negative people. Reflect on the blessings you have. Don't just say you're grateful. Don't just say you're thankful. Don't just accept your blessings. Live with gratitude. Live with thankfulness daily, 24/7, and make your blessings count. Live your blessings. Make a difference in your own life and those around you. You got this. I promise. I know, Teresa. It's a process, isn't it? The Choose Joy book, we have decided to make it a Christmas release because Drea, this is an example. When you're, obviously I'm writing about personal experience. I'm not a doctor, nor do I play one. I use my personal experience in a number of very, very difficult circumstances in my life to show that no matter the circumstance, you can come through, you can survive and still choose joy every day. Choose to live happy and positive. It's a choice. It really is. But going through the writing has been really difficult because it's like reliving it and then going, wow, I forgot about that part. And so it got to be a little bit much for me, and so I stopped, and I'm ready to finish her up now.
I look at it this way. You were given the inspiration to write that. There is no timeline set for that. There's a reason that it's taking the path that it's taking.
I agree.
That when it's time, it'll be there. Because I'm gonna
Dan,
tell you,
help me realize that, y'all.
I read a little bit of it, and I just it's hard to read, y'all. It's especially if you've lost loved ones. And nothing like Dre loss for me, but just
loss is still loss.
It is, but it's different. I mean, I couldn't imagine having to bury 2 kids. I did. So yeah, it'll be there when God says it's time.
Well, I think he's talking to me.
Yeah,
because I've been thinking about it, and I asked for the time to get the things done that I need to do in order to make the time to finish, and he's clearing me a path. So shame on me if I don't follow that path. Anyhow,
that's awesome.
I want you to know. Whoops! Wait! My husband, who for the first 15 years of our married life had a drinking problem. 5 years ago, had throat cancer. Now cancer free, but through the cancer and treatment, he quit drinking. And which is a blessing. Yes. And then you get to know him as the real man instead of the pickled man. That's what I call my uncle. He stayed pickled.
Jessie made it, and she said she's proud of you.
Oh, thanks, baby girl. Proud of you too. All right, y'all. We will keep you all in our prayers. Please keep us in yours. Be safe. If you're going to travel, if people are acting like fools, just get out of their way. Don't get in an argument. Don't try to be the better driver, the mean driver person. Like, I'm going to slow down. Just get out of their way. Y'all.
Now, I know we got some awesome prayer warriors on here.
Yes, we do.
We got awesome people. I did a little post in one of our groups, but if y'all would keep my daughter and son-in-law in your prayers. She's going through 3 years of losing her dad. 6 months of losing her grandpa. And then her son-in-law just found out that his aunt passed away unexpectedly.
No, your son-in-law.
My son-in-law.
Her husband.
Yeah, her husband found out that they lost his aunt. She wasn't sick or anything. She just apparently had a heart attack, and he's having a rough time. And then her with that. Y'all, they could really need your prayers. Thank you, Bobby.
Who said? Timothy.
See you on the other side of the gravy. Oh, baby.
Yes, girl, yes. We will be going live tomorrow, probably twice, in decorating my home. And then on Thursday, we will go live with the completion. Not Thursday, Wednesday. Who knows? I might pop in on Thursday, too, for those that are at home alone. I don't know.
Thank you, Marie, Kim, all of you. Y'all are awesome.
Yes, thank you so much. Aw, thank you, Donna. That was very kind of you to say. And that's what I thank you all for. Just being you. being the authentic you. Use your power. That's the power to be that amazing human being that I know you are. Don't listen to the negative Nellies or the, Debbie Downers, whatever. You know what? Be a pessimist. Years and years ago, I took a class.
Could you use small words for people like me, please?
And, there's the people, the half full are optimists, the half empty are pessimists. Well, y'all, I'm the one that's filling the cup. I'm a pessimist. That's what we were told. So I thought that was pretty cool. Anyway, y'all have a blessed week. Use your power to make a difference for yourself and for those around you. Be safe. Be happy. Be careful. Be respectful. Be responsible. That's a lot of B's, right?
Yeah.
Just be good. And make your blessings count. Use your power to make your blessings count. Whatever those blessings are, no matter how few or how great, make them count. Make every moment count. And always, always, always choose joy, y'all. Thank you. Have a blessed week. Happy Thanksgiving.
Yes.
And thank you again to all who served in the military. Had it not been for you, we wouldn't have Thanksgiving, would we? No matter what. Bye, y'all. Have a great week.